Welcome back, everyone. Happy Monday to you. Here we are, our first returns in the month of November. Our first returns after the time change. So I am home from work and it's already basically sunset. So this is going to be something a little new here. We've talked about the shadows before, but shadows are really just a pain to me. I'm sure no one else probably even cares about it. It's just me, but I don't know. I'm just funny like that. Good news is we've got returns today. We got a little bit of everything here. For those of you that know from doing your own TTMs, we have a dreaded yellow stamp on a letter. And you could even see return to what? Yeah, the RTS, the dreaded RTS. But we'll talk about that in the video for today. Also, this is just something to open up for fun. This was a purchase that I made. If I remember correctly, I don't even think there's any autographs in there. Just a couple of relic cards, but figure I could open that up. Just a little bonus material, if you will. Bonus content for being loyal viewers. But we do have 4 traditional returns today. Looks like we got one here out of Raleigh, one out of North Houston, Texas, 2 out of Canada, and obviously I know who that one is there because he puts his own return stamp on that. So we got a lot to get to today, so let's just go ahead and get started right up. We're going to go with the one here that is pretty much known who this is. Norm Ullman, who is a Hockey Hall of Famer. Norm is actually a guy that I have not gotten in person. With all of my trips, wow, he taped this thing sealed pretty good. With all of my trips up to Toronto, I have not gotten him before. I know my buddy Jason has said that he can get me Norm if I need him. I may still take you up on that one of these days, Jason, because I know you watch. So I may take you up on that down the road. And I'm going to just kind of... He tape sealed it good. he really took care of business with that there. All right, getting it there. Holy cow! Ain't nobody stealing this mail, that's for sure. All right, so and one of them it might be taped in there just a little bit. All right, so one of the returns is kind of stuck in the envelope, and I will deal with that myself with it. So I am going to go through with what we got for today. Sorry, I'm a little disheveled with this here. All right, so with our returns, this is the way I'm going to do it because I don't want to tear the back of the card. It's a paper back of the card. So Norm had graciously signed 3 cards for me. I did include in a couple of extras here that he did not sign. And he did put a little note on there. Receive autograph requests. I see that I've sent to you previously, which he has not. But that's okay. Whatever. I limit the number of autograph cards for each fan to 3. Additional cards or autographs will cost $5. Thanks, Norm. So I think this is probably... not so much that that he sees that he is sent to me before, so much as probably just saying, hey, I'll sign 3 for you for free. But that's okay. So kind of nice. He actually hit on 3 of them that I really liked. Certainly the greats of the game. We've talked about this set before with me working on that. The Topps O-Pee-Chee Archives, again, working on that. And I've started to really appreciate the Parkhurst set, the old throwback set, original 6. So that's kind of neat. This is one here I may need to get a little bit of help just because I have started to work on this set a little bit here and there on guys. So Jason, I might be reaching out to you for some help down the line on this when things settle down, probably in the new year. Then this one here, just the Ultimate Collection one. It's just a lot of cool black and white photos. But great return there, Hall of Famer. So definitely a good start to the day with this here. Signing 3 of 5. And I'm going to just kind of take a quick look here just off camera to see how badly this may be stuck on here. Because it definitely is... yeah, I think we're Yeah, so I'll show you guys. So that's what happened on the back of the card there. I could probably get that off with just using a little bit of Goo Gone probably, or I may just leave it. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so 1 of 1 on the successes with Norm signing 3 of 5. So good start there. Next up, let's go ahead and switch it up a little bit. Let's see what we got from Raleigh here. So I think this is a very quick return that came back. And again, tape sealed here, which we've talked about before, and this is what's so funny. You remember in one of the older videos I talked about changing up the envelopes and paying a bit more for it, but so that somebody can use the tape seal, and they did not even, maybe they didn't know it was there or what, but they taped it shut. So all good with that. So we have got a return here. And this is from an NC State guy, Max Perry. So Max, I sent him, as I do with all of these guys, I sent him out a total of 12 cards in the envelope altogether. 6 for him, 6 for me, because I usually try to get 2 of each of the Coca-Cola cards signed and then give them 2 of each to keep. And we got a nice little thank you note there. Thanks for the letter and the card. Stay safe. There are great things ahead. So always nice. And I've gotten some great success back with personal notes from these NC State alum. And I think, like I've talked about before, it all kind of goes back to these guys don't get a whole lot of mail that comes their way from autographing. So I'm sure they're pretty stoked when they get this type of stuff. And Max played at State for 3 seasons and then was a graduate assistant coach on the NCAA team of 83, the Cardiac Pack. So great return there. So good start there. This is sometimes why I do send 2, because you see that one ended up getting kind of chewed in the envelope there. So if I can, I try to send 2 of these just because they're very thin cards and can very easily get damaged. So that's kind of like my backup, so I don't have to be compulsive and be like, oh, I got to send to you again because I got to have a mint copy of your signed card. So I'm all good with that. Okay, next up, let's stay in the States. Let's try North Houston, Texas. This could be any number of several things. It's got the old style envelope to it, but that don't mean anything because that could just be where I had that week where I had run out of the self-seal envelopes. So let's see what we got here. All right, so when I was doing my research, I thought that this might be one of them that I was getting. It certainly did kind of fit the location for it. Jason Tyner. Jason Tyner, former New York Mets prospect, then ended up playing with Tampa Bay as well. Never saw him coming up with the Mets, but actually did see him with some of his time when he was in AAA. So for whatever reason, I never did get. I don't think I ever got any of his Mets cards signed. But I had found an address that was still working for him there, and especially had found that card there when I was digging through my stuff. So found that and a couple of others there, and opted to go ahead and fire those out. So a great return back from him. I think this one was only out for a couple of weeks or so. So signed 3 of 3 and a nice perfect black Sharpie there. So awesome return for the Mets collection there. All right, so let's see. So far we've hit on the Hockey Hall of Fame. We've hit on some Mets, and we've hit on some NC State. So normally I would say, oh, well, now we got to get some football or basketball, but I don't think that that's going to happen with a return coming out of Canada because there is really only one sport that I've sent to in Canada, hockey. So I say hockey like it's a bad thing. Oh, darn, it's hockey. This is one here where they did use the self-seal stamp correctly. So let's see. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a Hockey Hall of Famer. And yeah, so it sure is. Mike Gartner. Hockey Hall of Famer, Mike Gartner. After I had sent these out, I had seen that Mike is a 2-per kind of guy. So I had sent out a total of really 3 cards and then the bonus blank Hall of Fame card. which he signed the Hall of Fame card and one of his Rangers cards, which, hey, totally fine with that. And I love the fact that he did add the Hall of Fame inscription on there. Mike is always a great signer. I've actually run into him on several occasions in the Toronto area. Always accommodating with the fans, great guy. So, he always really does look out for the fans and, enjoys signing for everybody. So I'm very happy with the return there. No complaints whatsoever with that. So 2 of 4 out of Mike. All right, so let's do the recap of what we know as the successes before we talk about some of the other stuff for the day. So Mike Gartner, 2 of 4. Jason Tyner, 3 of 3. And I'm just going to kind of space those that way. Then we've got Norm Ullman doing 3 of 5. And then lastly, Max Perry, NC State, signing 6 of 6. So not a bad start to the week whatsoever for our successes. So some really good stuff there, kind of hitting on a little bit of the marks of everything. So very pleased with how things turned out for the day with the returns. A really solid way to start out the week. So we've got, let's see, 6, 12, 14, what is that, 15 autographs? Yeah, 14 autographs. Wow, it's been a long day today. 14 autographs through the mail, so that's really cool, including 5 Hall of Fame autographs, 6 from a national champion, and then 3 from a New York Met. So very pleased with that. All right, so let's talk about some of the other stuff that we've got today here. The dreaded return to sender, Robert Hassel. He is a guy that is in the USA Baseball program. I sent this actually out back in early July, and here we are now in early November. So this thing's been out nearly 4 months. I had reached out to a friend of mine. What's up, Dennis? I'd reached out to him this morning to let him know that I got the dreaded RTS, and he didn't seem very surprised by that at all, that this came back. I was just a little surprised with how long it had been out, but hey, is what it is. We'll see what happens maybe in the spring, as guys get settled in, hopefully, into their minor league teams for the upcoming season. We'll see where he ends up, and maybe we'll try and do a little bit of in-person with him. So, dems the brakes with it. We'll just chalk that up, and we'll reuse the internal envelope there to send back out. All right, so on to our last item for the day. We've got our little package that came in here. When this came in, and I was looking at the mail, I had no idea what the heck this thing even was. I'm like, man, what the heck did I order? Did I drunk order something on eBay, or what was up with it? Because I'm like, I don't think I have anything pending out there. And then it finally hit me that I had made a small Facebook purchase. Nothing major here, but when you guys see what I got here, you'll kind of understand a little bit more of why I grabbed it the way I did. Unfortunately, I was like a minute too late on a couple of other really cool cards that were out there, so this was kind of like the second tier of what was available. And I'm just sitting here, sorry, I'm like off camera here, just kind of ripping this open because there's a lot of tape seal on this. Okay, so what a guy was doing a quick little Facebook fire sale, and I picked up a couple of wrestling relic cards here. These are just matte cards here, but Jimmy and Jay Uso, the Usos, and then these were a couple that were inside of blaster boxes there, but a John Cena shirt card, and then I always kind of like the way these look, the commemorative championship belt of Dolph Ziggler. So I think I paid like, what was it? It was $11 for these 4 shipped. So they were doing like, I think he said 2 for $5.50. So that's like $2.75 each shipped. So it's like less than a pack of cards. And, if I knew I was going to be pulling these out of a pack that I bought at Walmart or Target, I would probably be all over it. So, Cena, he's, like him or hate him, he's one of the greatest ever. So getting a shirt card of him for less than the cost of a pack of cards. Is a great deal on that. The Dolph Ziggler, I just kind of liked the belt. And the fact that it's the old school style of belt, not the new stuff that they're looking at here. And then the Usos, the fact that I was able to kind of get both of them together at once and WrestleMania matte relics is pretty cool. Who knows? Maybe when things get back to normal and maybe I go out and try and do some graphing of some wrestling, I can get these guys and maybe get them to sign the matte cards, which would be way cool with it. And yeah, these right here actually do say that they are... wow. Are you as drunk as I am here? Because I can't see that. Let's focus that. There we go. WrestleMania 30 event used matte relic cards. So yeah, these came from WrestleMania 30, and I think the Cena, it just will say that it's just generic. I think the only thing it says is right up at the front there, authentic shirt relic, and then that's nothing more than just commemorative. But none of these were numbered, but again, for the price, you can't go wrong with it there. So some wrestling there. We got autographs, we got a return to sender, we got a little bit of everything, and there's a little cheeser here for you. Oh, look, there's my cat over there. Say hi, Six. See, now she's camera shy. Normally all she wants to do is hop on camera. So now that she's had her cameo, she goes and she runs off. Anyway, that's enough for today, guys. As always, I really appreciate you spending time with me. Hope all of you are staying safe, having fun, and keeping your mailboxes full of ink. And now with the time change, be safe because it's going to get darker sooner out, and it's also going to start getting a little chilly out there. So everybody stay warm or enjoy the cold, whatever your thing is. So until next time, hopefully in the next day or so, everybody take care. We'll see you again soon. Bye.